welcome to another TWN12 video, and we'll be doing, well, the Rise of the Heavy Cruiser. It took me actually a few attempts to do this in regards to designing a heavy cruiser that takes on 3 heavy cruisers and DDs. Though thankfully in the end, after 5 attempts of different redesigns, I managed to actually get a heavy cruiser that is a good balance between enough guns and, enough guns and armor really. As you can see, I ended up going with 8-inch guns and some 4-inch and 5-inch guns with some torpedoes, but to be fair, torpedoes don't really do much. Did stick to the steam engine, well, the multiple expansion engine, just to keep costs down. But actually, could I maybe change it to the gas turbine? I was able to actually change it to the gas turbine. Didn't actually think I would be able to do that. And I'll actually be able to increase armor in some areas because of that, quite possibly. 4 inches, round up to 7. Up to 8. And 5. Yeah, everything's still within parameters. So, without further ado, off we go. And just in case you're wondering why there's not very much music around in the background, it is because for some weird reason I keep getting copyright strikes for the music. So sadly I've had to limit that in that aspect. So they actually spawn quite close in this mission, which is quite surprising. Though we'll switch to HE as well, we're fighting cruisers. Aggressive, and we'll try and speed up a wee bit so we can close the distance in. As if any of you have played this game, it may be beautiful and it may look well, but engagements can last quite long otherwise. As you can see, I've got 15 8-inch guns, and it is pretty much like a bloody shotgun. And I started 1 fire already on that ship. At that point, I'll switch back to AP as Ray. I got burning damage. There's no point of really trying to continue the burning damage while trying to get some flooding and hope for the best. So, how we look over at the enemy fleet. So, it is good for us as it looks like their heavy cruisers are only on the single turrets. That one's dual. And that one's dual as well, so it's a bit odd to see one that's designed like that there. I thought they all would have a very sat pattern, but I guess I tries to mix up a wee bit. Even same with the DDs. No, they seem very similar in design, so maybe the DDs have a set art look. Oh, funnel damage, fire. It seems the secondaries are going for that one, while the main 8-inch ones target the cruiser behind. Not bad. But it does seem that I have took an engine hit at the rear. Funnel damage, funnel damage. At least I took our fire control system. That's what I mean. It means he won't be able to hit me as much. Accuracy is one big issue in this game, and if your ship's split by accuracy issues, you're not going to hit things. You'll hit jack shit even at close range. You'll get like 2% hit rate, and it's desperate. Once you've got a low hit rate, you're slightly bollocksed. Even at that, with 15 guns, I only have a 5% hit chance, so it goes to show you do need a higher hit chance. And by the time I actually do this, I'm actually probably going to I will laugh if this fucks up, to be fair, because I spent ages just doing designs and trying to get one that worked for all of it. But it will be funny if it just goes, fuck you, this game. It really would be. But we shall see. And yeah, that's why I just lost a main gun. Not a forward facing one, a rear facing one, so it's not too big of an issue. But once we take out one of their cruisers, it takes out a lot of their firepower, and the fact it's double. And he's about to take a possible group of torpedoes. Actually, he might be able to turn up. Is he? Is he gonna do it? Yes, he is. And I didn't actually realise my cruisers were that manoeuvrable, to be fair. So that was a lucky escape for the Los Angeles. And admittingly, the reason why I'm leaving it to the AI to control them is I've noticed sometimes the ship falling on the rear is very stupid usually, otherwise, and if you let the AI control it, the ammunition does swap automatically between the two that's needed, especially when dealing with DDs. And I had the mistake there of leaving it on AP, so that was my wee mistake. Come on. Flooding damage. Just waiting for them to shock on that DD. And detonation on the Sarah. So it's actually going in quite quicker than I thought it would be. I thought this video would be a wee bit longer. But ooh, that's nice. I just love that damage model. Bring it down to that smoke. Oh, it's absolutely gorgeous on this on the Sander one. Even love how the fact you can see the dents in your warship's armor from shells bouncing off it. For an alpha, this game is just outstanding graphically. And if you love Navy Field, I would definitely recommend getting this game. Oh, look at that. The explosions and everything. You just see the pieces flying off. For an alpha model, in regards to its damage models, there is some issues, but it's an alpha. There's not much you can really say because it is an alpha. The models are just gorgeous. They really are. And I don't complain, as I do think there's going to be just keep improving. And as you see, this ship is going to take a nasty torpedo hit, as I've lost it's lost its rudder. So I'm guessing it's going to take at least 2 torpedoes. At least, no, that's like, oh, it's 3. So it's going to take 1. I'm hoping, because I've got quite a few compartments and a lot of anti-flooding, it will be able to stay afloat. Hoping. There is a chance it may flood out. Yep, I was right, it did flood out. It was the same as the Los Angeles, the Victoria Louise. She took a few hits, but she was able to refloat herself quite well. That one seems to be flooding out now. Come on, sink that DD quickly before he fires off his next set of torpedoes. Oh shit, he's got his torpedoes off. Come on. Sink, damn it. So I'm hoping. Flooding. I don't think he got the torpedoes off. I can afford to take 1 torpedo, but that's about it. But preferably take none, as compartmental flooding damage isn't nice in general. So also it's doing a full route. I was hoping they well, all guns are still intact with the Louise, so not too big an issue. Well, I'll say this, the 4-inch guns went through quite a lot of ammunition. Ooh, that's why I'm sort of glad I didn't take that flooding damage there. Let's hope I get a nice broadside or something on this here. Main car. Flooding casemate. I'm hoping, because my guns are a larger caliber, in regards to my sheer damage output here, main gun flooding, and the fact there's so many 8-inch guns, but his are 11. So see, I tried 5-inch guns and 6-inch guns in massive numbers earlier on, but it seemed to not have been very successful. But as you can see, this was actually quite successful, this design, in regards to taking on 5 ships, 3 heavy cruisers and 2 destroyers, which was quite successful, and that's the design I used for beating the Rise of the Heavy Cruiser. So just to show you again, I used 6 times 3 8-inch guns with 7 times 3 5-inch, 2 times 3 4-inch, 1 times 2 4-inch guns, and 2 quad deck torpedoes with gas turbines, oil on the oil fuel, 4 spoilers, and auxiliary engine 3, shaft 2 with Krupp 4 armor, or Krupp, I'm not too sure I'm pronouncing it in German, level 4 barbarets, anti-torp 3, double hull, all or nothing armor scheme. I'm actually not too sure what's actually better overall, turtleback or all or nothing, so I'm not too sure on that one, mate. I think turtleback is slightly better for battleships. Anti-flood 1 and standard bulkheads, with bulkheads set as many as possible. Range is set as very short because we don't really need to worry about that yet, with 25 knots. Rangefinder 4S, which is this wee one here, with advanced radio and Gen 2 radar with 8-inch belt. Well, you can see all the armor specs here, really. Don't really need to go through that there. So there we go, pretty much a nice wee bonus to space accuracy, it's aiming, armor. It's got decent surfaceability detection, good hull form, relatively good resistance, which is good, with a 23.5 base percent accuracy and long range accuracy of 33%, so it's actually pretty good when it comes to its accuracy. Though I will say this here, it does perform quite harshly at times, but it does do well. So without further ado, that is the Rise of the Heavy Cruiser on. It's been that long since I'm in Egypt. I just prefer doing it unaltered and not scripting on Ultimate Dreadnought. So that's Rise of the Heavy Cruiser on Ultimate Dreadnought. Thanks for watching, and well, please drop a like and subscribe if you enjoyed.